Hi everybody and welcome to this Master Qualifying Round free video guide for the Tour Championship here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. Please give me a thumb up, it helps the channel a lot. Make sure you're subscribed as well. We've got free to play shots all the way here. 8 Kingmakers and 1 Titan. This is APOC 4 friendly as well. So as this tournament is free entry, dive straight in, get there into Master Division and give it a go. Plenty of great chances for drops. As always, take a token, put some tweaks in and adapt any setups for your clubs, balls and skill level. Best of luck, here we go. Hole number 1, we set up with the quarterback first. P3 max rest before spin. Ball guide is pointing at the left edge of that left-hand small bush up ahead. Pause the video and get a reference. Make sure you're lining up at the correct point. That's a P3 max rest. Then you switch to your APOC and Grizzly bag and add spin. 5.8 top spin, 3 bars of left spin. Adjustment here is maximum distance with 0 elevation. So we're going to play max plus 0 P3. Now this adjustment takes me to plus 4 with APOC 5 and above. So it's going to be a fairly slow needle. APOC 4 will have a shakier needle though, so it's up to you whether you want to go with a higher power ball if you are using APOC 4. Full OP, like I said, slightly slower needle, good chance of hitting perfect, no curl, straight down the middle of the fairway. You're going to be driving to around 346 yards. Second shot with our Grizzly, we're going to make a top of the white ring fringe check. So move the top of the white ring to where the fringe starts, in line with the pin at the back of the green. Plus 2 with Grizzly 9 would equate to plus 5 with Grizzly 7 and 8. 0.8 backspin and 1 bar side spin to the left here is what we're going with, and with spin added, inner or green ring touching the edge of the rough, ball guide, left edge of the ball guide just missing the right edge of the cup, and the tip of the ball guide will be going 2 green squares beyond the hole. Then we adjust here, so for a plus 2 check with Grizzly 9, plus 5 with Grizzly 7 and 8, playing in both of those instances 41% slider, minus 15 elevation. It's 2% per yard, so make sure you've got your minus elevation in there as well. So 41% slider, minus 15 elevation, 1 pull over the bullseye, and we are using Grizzly 9 numbers, regardless of your club level. Centering the ball, hitting perfect, bounces in the rough very safely, and here very nicely falling for the eagle. Hole 2, NMT drive with the APOC and a power 3 ball. Then we're adding 5.8 top spin, 3 right spin. Adjustment is max distance 0 elevation. Max distance 0 elevation. After you have adjusted, and only with APOC 4, you would then need to push up 6 yards or 1.7 rings after you adjust to make up for the shortfall in club distance. Half a ball of curl to the right, full overpower. It's a slowish needle, so a decent chance of hitting perfect, and with the full overpower of course, and that we do. And this will roll down the fairway very nicely. Great right will be in the rough. Great left, you should be okay. Drive distance, you're looking for around 405. Second shot, we're playing Endbringer School. So you see, I'm stretching out, finding max distance. I work out this one to be 68% slider, but always check yourself. The crucial thing here is we're using 15% elevation rather than 20. And as you can see there, I'm applying 1 bar of left spin because there were some glitchy moments if I was going without spin. So if you see the ball guide hop around, use some left spin and get round it. If you don't know about the Endbringer School method, check out my quickfire tutorial on the Academy playlist on the channel homepage. You can learn that method in only 5 minutes, and there's a few shots in this playthrough that will use it. So Endbringer School, 15% elevation. Here I played it 68% slider for reference, but always measure yourself and try and be as accurate as you can. Important to have the ball guide going just through the hole here, otherwise you may come in short. Here we set up with the quarterback, P3 max rest, white ring touching the rough on the right, and then I switch to APOC and sniper bag. Adding spin, 5.8 top spin and 3 bars side spin to the right. And then we try then to adjust was going to adjust the wrong way for some reason. So make sure you adjust the right way. For some reason I thought I had to push my rings, but no, you're okay to pull them as usual, but you might need to zoom out because that tree could be in the way in certain wind angles. Anyway, the adjustment, max plus 0, power 3 settings, full overpower, really slow needle, no curl, just focus on hitting perfect, and this will find the middle of the fairway very nicely. And actually, even though this is a long par 5, you're going to have a very good chance with a Kingmaker here. Of course, the battle is hitting perfect with the sniper. 350 yards or thereabout is going to be fine. Second shot sniper, we're going to go with 4 backspin and a 1 bar of right spin. You might need to vary it really a little bit here. Could go to 3.8 backspin. And we're having basically the 4th bounce in the hole. It's a bit hard to see, but if you don't want to look at that, then you can, of course, rewind the video. You'll see the ball guide is going through the hole. Just pause the video and take some detailed notes. We're going to play landing position plus yards, so that's why I said you might want to vary the backspin slightly depending on your drive. I want to try and be in plus yards here. So +1 with sniper 10, +3 with sniper 9. In both of those cases, my adjustment is 72% slider, -15 elevation. That is not what I did in the video. That is a tweak based on the miss in the video. So that would be my suggestion. As you can see, this comes in very, very closely indeed. I think you've got a brilliant chance with a Kingmaker and a sniper. If you like the free content here on the channel and you want to help keep it free, you can support the channel and the BK Golf Clash community. No monthly commitment over on Patreon. Patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. You get the tournament win charts very early on once the round has begun. You get elevation sheets for tour play, shootout sheets with general elevations for CPC as well. And there's a tour rotation coming up, so it's an excellent time to support us and get all those goodies if you're playing tour play. Loads of membership perks, and it all helps the channel. Thank you very much if you do consider supporting us on Patreon. Hole 4, got a very lucky hole in 1. However, I would recommend you tweak the backspin because I don't want really to be playing for a hole in 1 with the 3rd bounce as I do here. It's just very fortunate. But as you can see, you can just take this as a reference with the Guardian, 7.5 backspin, no side spin. And I'm setting up in between the bunker and the fringe with the bounce there going to be 3.5 green squares higher than the pin. So second bounce, 3.5 green squares higher than the pin. Once again, pause the video because I gave you a good zoom in there as a reference point. The adjustment here is mid +20 power 3. Now, I like the adjustment. It comes in with a brilliant line, but like I said, I was very fortunate here. I got this one in with the 3rd bounce rather than kind of the 4th bounce and beyond. So it might be one that you just want to tweak a little bit, but if you don't want to tweak it, then still a chance, and it's a very safe shot to green anyway. So mid +20, power 3 settings, centre the ball and hit perfect. Do not go with any unintentional underpower here. You don't want to land in the bunker. If anything, you could actually put a couple of clicks of overpower on if you're worried. Drive here on hole 5, we're going to use a Titan. Red ring touching the rough on the right with APOC 5 and 6. And we are going at the top of +8 yards. Then we're adding spin, 5.8 top spin only, no side spin. APOC 4, you will be at the top of +14 with 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough on the right. Adjustment here, max +5, power 3. Now, there are other ways you can play this hole and indeed some of the others. If you would feel more confident going with a berserker, setting up further down the fairway, then by all means you could try that, but you would need to practice with a token or two first. Anyway, in this example with the Titan, max +5, power 3, full overpower, lovely slow needle there. So a good chance to hit perfect, and this one goes nicely down the fairway and rolls up to this shadow area here. And then we're going to set up a wedge. Endbringer School, but we're going +10 rather than +20. And we're using power 1 settings, regardless of the ball. So +10 EB School, power 1, no spin. And as always, the method is on the channel homepage. If you don't know the Endbringer School method, please learn it from my tutorial video. Very simple, easy to follow. You'll have it down in about 5 minutes. Ball guide going through the back of the hole. Important to have that. If you don't do that, you are going to be short in line and you're going to miss, unfortunately. This is all about judging your club distance accurately. In this example here, I am 75% on the slider, so make sure you measure that one as best as you possibly can. 75 slider, 10 elevation, P1 settings, 2 pulls over the bullseye with our Titan. Centre the ball, hit perfect, and you are going to be in, all being well if you've been accurate enough with your shot setups, for a beautiful eagle with only a Titan ball. Here we're going to go with a Kingmaker, and we're setting up at +0 with APOC 5 and above. APOC 5 and 6, half of the blue ring inside the rough on the right. Adding spin now, we're going to go with 5.8 top spin, 3 bars, side spin to the left. APOC 4, you will have 80% of the blue ring overlapping the rough on the right. You will be at the top of +6 yards. We have to push the rings here because those trees are otherwise going to be in the way. So pushing adjust max +0. For me, that's 8 rings. That's nice and easy. 4 rings plus 4 rings. Got to push them though, otherwise you won't see the rings properly. Full overpower, slow needle, 1 ball of curl to the left. Apologies for the motorbike noise in the background, but we still hit perfect, and we're going to bounce on the fairway very nicely and rolling down the fairway. Drive distance is going to be in the region of 370. Second shot with a thorn, fringe check, bullseye over the fringe in line with the pin where the fringe meets the green. Zoom in, make sure you've got the correct fringe line, please. Adding spin, 2.5 backspin, 1 bar, side spin to the left. Now, for my +2 fringe check, I'm going 84% slider, 0 elevation. 2% per yard. If your fringe check was +3, you are further away, you would therefore play 86% slider. Ball guide pointing to the front of the cup in line with the pin. Make sure it is not short. Make sure the tip of that ball guide with thorn 9 is touching the front edge of the cup. Adjust here, 84 slider, 0 elevation, power 3 of course. Pulling, last part of the equation of course, pulling over the bullseye. Maybe it's not the last part of the equation. Here's the last part of the equation, centering the ball and hitting perfect of course. And that we do. And this is going to be a very good chance for an eagle here. Here comes the perfect. There it is. Backspin and left spin will do its thing. Camera angle's good, and we're dropping it there nicely. Season 65 is almost upon us, and with that becomes a tour rotation reveal. It will be live on this channel Friday afternoon UK time. It is scheduled already. Go over there, hit your bell button, be among the first to find out what is in and what is out on Tour Play for season 65 and beyond. APOC 5 and 6 here is going to set up at the top of +10 with the blue ring touching the rough on the left. 3 top spin, 3 left spin is the spins that we're using. APOC 4, you will be at P3 max rest with 30% of the blue ring overlapping the rough on the left. Of course, there are blast options available here with power 5 balls and a load of backspin, but we're going to keep it free to play for you here on the channel. Takes me a while to find the curl here, so apologies for that. If you have less curl than my APOC 6, you might need to tweak the setup slightly or test with a token, but in the end I go with full left curl and just before the circle drops as my overpower reference. Takes me a while to find it, sorry about that. We got there in the end though. So max left curl, just before circle drop OP, and of course hit perfect. And this will approach the top corner of the fairway. It's not going to risk the rough though. It's going to set up a very nice Endbringer school wedge, and we'll talk you through that right now. Here we're playing with power 3 numbers but +5 elevation. Now of course we are near to max here, so this is one of those, if you want to tweak it you can do. A ball with 4 bars of left spin will be good on the drive. You could then play with more top spin because you wouldn't risk the right rough. But if you want to tweak it, of course you can. Now, this shot actually comes in a bit hot for me, so what I would do is just back up the landing position slightly or play with a smidge of backspin. Either way, make sure you're leaving that ball guide a little bit short because we have got tailwind here. That was an oversight on my part. In the video here, though, for reference, I'm at 98% of my club, so I play 98% slider, 5 elevation, power 3 settings, and again we're going 2 pulls over the bullseye. So take a token, put in some tweaks or find an alternative if you wish, but in my opinion this is a very simple and good setup with the Kingmaker to grab yourself an eagle on this par 4. There we go. A rough bump time here with the sniper. I was very close here. Unfortunately, I think I missed it due to a pull angle error. We're adding spin, 2.2 top spin, 3 left spin, and then we're finding the first point where the ball guide gets clipped by the rough and is going significantly through the hole. So get the position right. It's the first pixel of rough with the ball guide going plumb through the middle of the hole with your spin added, of course. 1-to-1 adjust. Couldn't be easier than that. You don't need a calculator. Hooray. So 11.3 for our wind strength. We're going with 11.3 rings, of course. 2 pulls over the bullseye. Unfortunately, you have to pull kind of over the contour of the ground here and down the slope. Might have been a pull angle error for me. Might need a tweak. You could try keeping the pull angle the same, going with a bit more adjustment, or you could try with a click of curl. Either way, this comes in tantalizingly close. It's great safe on either side, of course, and we're just parking up on the left edge for the hole-in-one attempt. Very, very good chance with a tweak, though. I'll leave that to you. NMT drive we're going to lay up here because we're not going to use any power 5 wind 0 topspin boost balls, not on this playthrough. So NMT, then we're adding spin, 5.5 top spin, 3 left spin, get it right, 3 left spin, and then we're going to adjust max plus 10, power 3 numbers. That's with APOC 5 and above. Now if you've got APOC 4, you're still going to do your NMT, you're still going to add your spin, but what you would do after adjusting is you would need to push up 1.7 rings because your NMT will be 6 yards further back than with APOC 5 and above. So max plus 10, power 3. We're going to need the Cataclysm for the second shot, or the Big Dog, whichever you prefer. Make sure you've got it packed in your bag. Making our adjustments, centering the ball and hitting perfect. I don't want to push this much further, to be honest, because there's a nasty slope there and we don't want to go in the rough. Drive distance of around 393 is fine. Second shot, 4 back spin, 3 right spin. Adding spin, and then I'm looking at the second bounce just on the green in the light green square column that is the one to the left of the pin. So you've got the one that the pin is on, then a dark column, and then the light green squares, and that's the one I want to be in with the second bounce. Landing position plus yards. For a plus 7, I'm going to play this one 88% slider, 10% elevation, and then we've made our adjustment here, and it's time to hit perfect. If you want to pursue the albatross, go with more curl, but then you run the risk of a great right, might roll off the green. So I go with half wall right curl. This will leave me about 3-yard putt, which I'm happy with a Kingmaker. It's up to you if you want to tweak it further for the albatross. Good luck. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.